Imagine closing your eyes for just 1 second on a boat in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and the very next second, the water beneath you vanishes. You are falling! Not into a pool, not into a river, but straight down into a vertical, pitch-black nightmare. You streak past the sunlit zone in a blur. You plunge through the ghostly twilight zone where sunlight dies forever. And then you keep falling, faster, deeper into absolute nothingness. You are tumbling straight into the Mariana Trench, the deepest, most terrifying abyss on Earth, plunging nearly 36,000 feet down. If you think falling into the deep ocean is a slow, peaceful adventure like you see in movies, where explorers swim around looking totally fine while holding their breath, prepare to have your reality completely shattered. Because long before you ever hit the bottom, something invisible, relentless, and unimaginably heavy is going to turn your entire body into a crushed casualty of physics. Today, Quack is taking the deadliest dive of his life to find out what actually happens when you fall into the Mariana Trench, and why Hollywood lied to you about the deep sea. First off, let's talk about just how mind-bogglingly deep this place actually is. The Mariana Trench drops a staggering 36,000 feet, or nearly 11,000 meters down below the ocean's surface. To put that massive scale into perspective for you, if you took Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on land, tore it off its base, and dropped it straight down into the trench, its peak would still be completely submerged underwater by over a mile, leaving plenty of room to spare. As poor, tumbling Quack sinks deeper and deeper into this vertical canyon, sunlight vanishes completely. Total, absolute darkness takes over, and the water temperature plummets close to freezing, hovering just a hair above ice. But the freezing cold and the crushing darkness are actually the least of your worries. Because as you sink lower and lower into the trench, something invisible, incredibly heavy, and infinitely terrifying starts building up all around you from every single direction. Water pressure. Now, let's talk about the absolute biggest movie myth of all time. In Hollywood action movies, explorers, secret agents, or deep-sea divers fall down to the ocean floor or swim around in open suits, looking totally fine, maybe just dealing with a cool, dramatic headlight beam or a minor oxygen mask. Real physics makes that scenario completely 100% impossible. Why? Because water has mass and water is extremely heavy. Every single foot you drop down, the weight of all the ocean water stacked above you piles up exponentially. By the time you reach the absolute bottom of the Mariana Trench, the pressure reaches a mind-boggling 8 tons per square inch. That is equivalent to having an entire line of 50 heavy-duty jumbo jets stacked directly on top of your body, pressing down from every single direction at once with unrelenting fury. So, what happens to poor Quack when he hits that kind of unimaginable apocalyptic pressure? Unlike the movies where people keep their normal, sturdy shape, the human body is mostly made of water and contains flexible air pockets, like your lungs, sinuses, and inner ears. As the crushing pressure mounts during the fall, those air pockets are forced to compress instantly. In a fraction of a second, your lungs would collapse down to the size of a soda can, your eardrums would rupture, and the immense force would drive inward from all sides with terrifying violence. Long before you ever touched the actual muddy, eerie floor at the very bottom, your body would be compressed and crushed into a tiny fraction of its original size. It is an instant, violent, and completely inescapable fate that no human or creature built for the surface can ever endure. But here is the wildest and most ironic part of the story. While a human definitely wouldn't survive down there for even a millisecond, the trench is actually far from empty. Down in this crushing pitch-black nightmare, bizarre alien-like creatures thrive like it's a luxury resort. You've got ghostly, translucent snailfish swimming around comfortably under tons of pressure, giant amphipods that look like mutant swimming bugs scavenging in the mud, and weird microscopic bacteria that live off toxic, boiling chemicals spewing from deep-sea hydrothermal vents. Nature somehow finds a way to adapt and survive in conditions that would obliterate human engineering in mere seconds. The Mariana Trench is genuinely Earth's ultimate frontier. It guards its deepest secrets behind an impenetrable, crushing wall of water pressure that keeps human visitors firmly out, reminding us just how powerful our planet truly is. Thankfully, Quack stayed safely up top on his boat today, keeping his feathers completely dry and far away from the crushing abyss. Have you ever looked out at the deep ocean and felt both amazed and terrified? Or does deep water freak you out? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit subscribe to join the Quack Explanation family for more wild science facts and extreme survival breakdowns. Stay safe, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.